What's good, YouTube? I got a package sent to me by a famous YouTuber. All right. A famous YouTuber on the West Coast. Now, they asked me to do a video on these things that are in this package. So they sent me a package and it is Amazon. Now, they wanted me to explain why it is not okay to have whatever is in this box. All right. They told me when you get the box, you don't know what's in it, but when you open it up, you got to explain why it is not okay to have one of these. So let's just jump into this video. Why does every shipper secure the box like it's $1 million in there, as if somebody is sending $1 million in the mail in a box? Dang. They even sent it with the tape with the nylon threads in them. Oh, hey, thank you for this package. Look at this, people. What do we have here? Sent to me by my good old homie on the West Coast, and you asked me to do a video on these and why it is not okay to have these, but I'm going to dig a little deeper with this one. Now, keep in mind, these are pellet guns. This here is a KK-USP Cal 4.5 millimeter, .177. Yeah, these are BB guns made in Taiwan. Look at that, made in Taiwan. Okay, fake hammers in the back. See that? Oh, I see a violation with these already. Even have a drop magazine, but the magazine is stuck. So, I don't know, maybe. Oh, and it's even broke. Look at that. It's broke. This one here looks like a CO2. All right, so that's one. This is the KK-USP. KK-USP. See the front of that? Study that. Oh, I'm all over this video. See the BB hole? This is not a real gun. This is a BB gun. Remember, that's the your KK-USP. The Mako, M-A-K-O. Look at that. Wow. Look at this. Another pellet gun with a magazine. BB magazine. Looks like a real magazine. I mean, wow. Really? Look at that. Who can I hurt with this? Some pop cans. Look at that. A functionable slide. Y'all can see that's a BB gun, pellet gun, call it whatever you want. And there's the hole in that one as well. See that? See the BB hole? Put some light on this subject. Hey, there we go. Look at that. All right. That's the Mako. And this here, oh, this is my favorite. I own one of these, but mine is real. This is a BB gun Glock, a pellet Glock gun. Officially licensed product of Glock. It says it right there. But this here is another, look at that, another one. Now, real quick, look at that. Look at the hole on that. Look at the hole. Let me put all three of them up there. Freeze, bucko! Don't move, creep. Ain't that what RoboCop said? Don't move, creep. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. All right, so y'all see these, right? Now, they look cool. Don't get me wrong. I guess they look cool because I like real guns. I'm old enough to have real guns. I'm licensed to carry real guns. All right, but let me tell you why these are bad. Let's put this box down. They even had pad pack in here, the bubble wrap. Oh, packaging. Thank you for this, big homie. I'm going to do this video as requested. You asked me not to disclose your name. I won't do that. But we will remain homies and subscriber pals. Salute to you. Now, the reason why it is not good to have these toy guns. Parents, do not buy your kids these BB guns. Do not buy them these BB guns because they look real. You already know, when I was young, we used to play with toy guns, but our toy guns they had orange tips on them, all right? They had orange tips. Orange tips. There are no orange tips in these. They look like real bullet holes. Imagine a police officer on duty, patrolling the neighborhood, whether he a nice cop or a bad cop. Doesn't matter. Say he patrolling. And he stops and sees a kid playing. They going pow, pow, all of that nonsense. And they just having fun. They don't know parents bought them something to look real. They look cool. Kids can go out and enjoy this. But now the officer got to make a decision. Is that real or is it a toy? His first thought is that's a real gun. But what is he doing with it? Okay, let's just say he's tall enough to look like he can play with it. Anyway, listen. A kid running around with one of these replica guns. They shouldn't even make these. They should have tips on them. All right, look, they metal. If a cop see these in the dark, he don't know this is a BB gun. He ain't trying to get close enough to you to see if it is. So he tell you don't move. Little kid gonna do this. Officer, it's just a toy. All right, you already done pointed it at the officer. He gonna put you down. Now the whole neighborhood is in an uproar because this cop shot a kid. Is it that cop's fault? No. Well, he should have been trained. Well, he did what he was trained. If a gun is raised at him, that's a threat. I'm going to take the threat down. Well, he didn't have to use deadly force. Let's just say that gun was real. And that gun was pointed at him like, oh, boom, he dead. So you got to put yourself in the police officer's shoes. Don't go around thinking all cops is bad because, first of all, this is bad. You should not let your child go outside with this. If he gonna have it, play with it in the house. Play with it in the house. Put a styrofoam tip in the middle of this, even inside the house. Just in case you get a police response to your doorstep, your kid come out around the corner and he pull this out. They're gonna shoot him dead right there. Because he's trained to protect himself and to protect you. He don't know if he came to that house and somebody got you hostage and maybe you didn't know there was a gun in there and somebody picked it up and pointed it, boom. Point I'm trying to make, people, do not buy your kids these. These are bad news. If you're going to buy them something, make sure they got that's why they make the orange tips, the red tip, the yellow tip, whatever tip. It's a safety tip. It's like, hey, that's a toy. It's not real. Don't buy it with the tip and then let your kids saw it off. Because now you asked them for it. Now you asked them for it. They sold plastic toy cap guns when I was young without the orange tips. And then they said, hey, before we have any shootings, which there was no shootings back in my day coming up. So they put the tips on it so that didn't happen. Well, they put the tips on them and guess what? The next generation took the tips off. Bang, bang, now somebody's dead. All over because something looked good. It's a replica. But it shoots BBs. It's harmless. But yet, you can put somebody's eye out with it. But a cop does not know that this is not a real gun. He's going to shoot first, ask questions later. That's what he's trained to do. And if I was a police officer, I would do the same. Just as well as if you was protecting yourself, walking down the street, you had a pistol on you, you licensed to carry. somebody pull out, you're going to shoot first if it looked like he about to shoot you. And then you found out, oh my goodness, he was just carrying an old squirt gun. You don't know that. And the cop don't have time to figure out. He ain't in court. He ain't trying to figure out who's right and who's wrong. I'm going to put the threat down because he trained to shoot and stop the threat. So don't buy your kids these. Do not buy your kids these. These are a no-no. I can't stress that enough. If y'all love your kids, don't buy them these toys. Check his book bag before you go to school in case he left his BB gun in his book bag so he don't get in trouble and then you in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Don't let your kid go to school with this. Check, it's your right, your job as a parent. Check his bag. Go up in his room. Look under his mattress. Check his room. That's not his room. That's your room. You gave him a room. Go check his room. Make sure nothing illegal is in his room and nothing that can hurt anybody is in the room. And if it look like you can hurt something, put an orange tip on it and tell him now you can play with it. So with that being said, y'all, let's be safe. These are a no-no. I'm sorry if I bash the people that make them because they're making a profit off of these. Don't sell them to kids. I know it say 18 and older, but don't sell these. Nah, if it ain't real, don't sell them. Bad enough kids is getting a hold of real guns. But to get shot over one of these, oh, it's just pointless. So parents, let's do better. Do not buy your kids these replica guns. And big ups to my man that sent me these. I did the video as requested, and I hope you liked the video. All right, y'all, stay safe.